All right, so okay, good morning again. So okay, before we start to discuss the questions, I'll just go through the final exam notifications. Okay, you can find all this in the course page. Okay, so you'll be having your exam on the 21st of January. The exam questions will be released at 9 a.m. So in Vietnam time, it will be 8 a.m., right? Okay, 8 a.m. So you will have to open this course page. Okay, and then no, sorry. You will have your you will have your own platform to sit for the exams, right? Okay. So once you have finished answering all the questions, please do remember to submit a copy of your answer script to these Turnitin submissions. Yeah, this is for your Turnitin submissions. Okay, so your the exam paper will be released at 8 a.m. Vietnam time. Okay, so this Turnitin submissions is for you. Once you have finished the exam, submit inside here. Okay, you are given 1 day to complete the exam. Okay, so make sure you don't be late. Okay, so you please submit your answer script in the PDF format. Okay, in a single PDF file. Okay, so basically there will be 3 questions in the exam. Okay, you are supposed required to answer all the 3 questions. Okay, all the topics will be covered. Okay, please make sure you go through all the topics, and then the exam contributes 60% of the overall marks. Okay, so this is an open book exam. Okay, you are free to refer to any materials. Okay, but if you have any questions with the exam papers, okay, please make sure you discuss you ask the UFM lecturers or the admins. Okay, if you face any problems or what.
Don't we have any Hillary question, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please
Hillary
contact your
question.
UFM lecturers.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Don't we have any Hillary question, right?
sorry, I don't get you. What questions do you have?
Uh, is final examination. We don't have any Hillary question. Are you clear?
I don't get you. Sorry. You are asking about the exam, right? Is it about the final exam? Or do you want to type in the chat so that I can understand what you're trying to say?
His point is, in the exam, we'll have a question of theory question,
Few
uh,
questions, you mean?
theory of question.
Yes, very of questions, meaning under this one question, you will have part A, part two, part A, part B, part C. Yeah, or part one, part two, part three. Yes. Is that what you're asking? So you have question one.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
do we have the multiple choice questions in the class?
Oh, the multiple choice questions. No, this time we don't have the multiple choice questions. Everything has to be handwritten. You have to show the calculations and then write down the answers. So make sure you show all the workings. Okay. Please
Uh,
don't skip any steps.
oh, I don't guess the working process is.
The working process? Yeah, you have to show the working process. So make sure you don't straight away write the final answer. Okay, show the workings process.
Teacher,
see.
can I
Yes.
ask?
Yes.
This final exam will perform in Excel or Microsoft Word?
Oh, you can write it on the paper, okay, and then you scan your answer script. Is that how you do it? Because please don't do it in Excel. Okay, you don't have to do it in Excel. You can write on the paper. Okay, answer all your questions on the paper, and then you scan it, convert to PDF format. Okay, because if you are using the words, I mean the Microsoft Words, you will have to type the equations or the formulas. It will be very hard for you, right?
Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. So just write on the piece of paper, okay, like how you do solve the questions in the lectures or the tutorial, write on the paper and then scan it in order, like page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay, scan it in order, follow the questions, then combine them in one PDF file, okay, and then you submit your answers. Okay, any other questions regarding the final exam? No, ah? Okay, okay, we will start the class. I mean, discussing the required questions. Okay, let me turn off my camera in case you guys are lag, because you may use up your internet connections. Okay, I will open up my chats here. In case you have any questions, you're too shy to ask me using the mic, you can type it in this meeting chat. Okay, if you face any problems, if I'm going too fast, you need me to slow down, yeah, okay, let me know. Okay, so can we start with the first questions ready? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we will start with the first module questions. It covers the first 3 chapters, but you can focus on the second and the third chapters lah. Okay, because the first chapters is the introductions only. Okay, many of the introductions. Okay, so let's look at question number 1. Okay, based on the following sample data, okay, find the mean. Okay, question part A. Find the mean variance Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay, so you're given a sample data, and this is what? This is ungrouped data. Okay, this is ungrouped data where all your data, okay, are not in class interval. Okay, it doesn't follow any orders. Okay, so how about group data? Group data is something like this. Okay, this is group data. Okay, where your data are grouped according to the class intervals. Okay, this is group data, and then this is ungrouped data. So you want to find the mean variance Q1, Q2, Q3 for this ungrouped data. Okay, make sure you use the correct formulas also. Okay, this is sample data. Okay, you can go to the last few pages. I have prepared you the formula sheets. Okay, so please make sure you go through these formulas sheets and then look at the correct formulas. You have formulas for ungrouped and group data. Okay, in calculating the mean and standard deviations. Okay, for group and ungroup data, and then for sample and for populations also. Okay, so right now this is ungrouped sample data. Okay, find the mean variance Q1, Q2, and Q3. Have you guys solved these questions? Anyone has solved these questions? So here, for first question. A, yeah. Okay, so to find the mean, okay, the formula is the total X divided by the sample size. So you will add up all these 1, 2, 3, yeah, 10 values. Okay, you add up all these 10 values divided by 10, you will get the mean already. Okay, what answers do you get for this mean? Okay, so maybe I'll use the Excel because I don't have the calculator with me. To help me to calculate, I'll just I'll key in the data into the Excel, okay, and then check with you the answers. Okay, so the total is 117, so the average will be 11.7. Okay, when you add up all the 10 values, you got 117, then divide by the sample size, you have 11.7. Okay, let me know if you don't get the answers for any particular questions. Okay, how about sample variance? Okay, the next question is sample variance. So the formula, the symbols that we use for sample variance would be what? S squared. Okay, this is sample variance. So sample variance, the formulas would be, okay, this. Right. So what answers do you get for this sample variance? First, you need to find total X. You got it already in the previous question, previous calculations. When you find the mean, total X is 117. So how about total X squared? So total X squared meaning you have to square each of the values using the Excel to help me to find. Okay, but of course you can use your calculator. So the total X squared, you get 2489. Okay, so this total X squared is 2489. Yeah. So 248. Okay, so solving this, you should get the. Ew, sorry, I got the wrong. There are some mistakes in the formulas here. Total X square divided by N. Okay, so 117 square divided by 10. Yeah, this should be the correct formulas. Okay, what answers do you get for this one? Okay, I will also use the where are the rest? Okay, the Excel formulas, okay, to help me to calculate here. Okay, 124.46. Okay, are you guys able to get these answers? Okay, next we want to find Q1, Q2, and Q3. So to find these three quarters, first we need to arrange our data in ascending order. Okay, arrange our data in ascending order. So from the smallest value, you have 1, 8, 9. Sorry, you have 5, and 7. Huh?
Can I have a question?
Yes.
In the test, do I need to write down the longer explanation, or just need to write out the formula and calculate the result? And do I need to write down the order of number like this?
Like this, do you need to write it down? No, no need. If you don't write it down, it's okay. Yeah, I'm showing you how do you get the 3 quarters on. Okay, but if you don't write it out, it's fine. Okay.
Can you show us the sample answers too? Because I'm quite scared of present in the wrong ways.
Wrong way. Yeah, okay. So if you are worried, then you can follow my solutions here. Yeah, you can follow my workings here. If you're able to write out the formulas, substitute the values, and then you got the final answer, then you should get the full marks already. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So if you are worried for the 3 quarters, you can write this out first. Okay, you rank the data from the smallest to the largest value. Okay, then only you start to find the 3 quarters. So normally I will start with Q2, which is actually the medians. Okay, so how do you find the medians? Here, if you look at the formulas, is actually n plus 1 divided by 2, right? Okay, TH. So here our sample size is 10. So 10 plus 1 divided by 2, which means your median or your Q2 is located at 5.5. Okay, so 5.5, you will have to look for the locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the fifth. This is the fifth value. This is the sixth values. So your median, it will be between 8 and 9, between the values of 8 and 9. Okay, so yeah, 8 plus 9 divided by 2. So median will be 8.5. Okay, after we find the Q2, then we move on to Q1, the first quarters. Okay, so the first quarter, it will be located at the 25th percentile of the data. Okay, so what we do is, how many datas are there before your median? Because median is located at the 50 percentile. Q1 is located at the 25th percentile, right? Okay, So you look at the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are 5 values before your median. Okay, this is your Q2, right? There are 5 values before median. Okay, the middle values of the first 5, it will be your Q1. Okay, so or you could apply this formula n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so there are 5 values before your median, right? So 5 plus 1 divided by 2. So your Q1 is actually the third value. Okay, so the third values here would be 5, yeah? Okay, so Q1 is equals to 5. Okay, how about Q3? Q3 is located at the 75th percentile of the data. Okay, so there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there should be 5 values after your median as well. Okay, so Q3 is located at in the third values also. Okay, so here just now was 5. Now you have 1, 2, 3. Okay, it will be 14. Okay, the third value, the third value, 14. Okay, so that's the answers. Okay, next we would calculate the inner lower fence, inner upper fence, and hence identify the presence of any outliers, and then construct the box plots. So I'll discuss B and C together. Okay, we calculate the fence first, and then see if there's any outliers. If there's no outliers, then we will straight away construct the box plots. Okay, this is for part B. Okay, so what is the formulas for inner upper fence and inner lower fence? I think you can find it in the last few pages in the formula sheets I provide. Let's see if there's any. No, it doesn't have the formulas for the box plots to calculate the inner lower fence and inner upper fence. Okay, never mind. You can refer to your lecture notes. Okay, inner lower fence and inner upper fence. Okay, the formulas is Q1 minus 1.5 times the interquartile range. And then inner upper fence is Q3 plus 1.5 times the interquartile range. So what is interquartile range? Interquartile range is actually Q3 minus Q1. Okay, so you have found the Q1, Q2, Q3 just now, right, in part A. So substitute into the formulas here. So Q1 is 5 minus 1.5 times Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is 14. So 14 minus 5. Okay, Q3 we have 14. Okay, I'm looking for the inner upper fence right now. Okay, so inner lower fence, okay, you got a negative 8.5. Inner upper fence, let's see. 7.5. 7 point. This is the answers that I get. Okay, so identify whether there is any outliers or not based on these two fences. Yes, right. There's outliers because get a green color. Okay, so the fences here, this is the lower inner fence. Okay, lower inner fence, inner lower fence. Okay. Okay, negative 8.5. And then upper inner fence, got 27.5. Okay, so any values smaller than your inner lower fence or larger than your upper inner fence, they will be considered as outliers. So right now, there is one value, 38, greater than your 27.5. So this is an outliers. Okay, so how you write your answers, it will be, so you have to explain why 38 is an outliers. Okay, so you say since 38 is greater than the inner upper fence. Okay, or bracket put in the values inside. Okay, 38 is greater than the inner upper fence. Hence, it is an outliers. Okay, so this is the answers for part B. Okay, so part B is to find outliers only, right? Okay, question C. Construct the box plots. So to construct the box plots, you need the 5-figure summary. Okay, so what are the 5-figure summary? Q1, Q2, Q3, just now you have found it in part A already, right? Okay, Q1 is 5. Q2, 8.5.
Teacher,
Yes.
I forgot how to calculate 1.5.
Sorry, 1.5?
This is the question B.
Yeah, yes.
1.5.
Yeah. You mean why is it 1.5 here?
Yeah. I forgot how to calculate.
The formulas has 1.5 inside already. It's fixed. 1.5. Right. Because you're asking why is it 1.5 there, right? Yeah, it's always, there's also always 1.5.
Yeah, I remember it. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Yeah, you can look at your lecture slides. I believe there inside there's formulas for this. Okay. So next, the 5-figure summary. Okay, you also need the minimum and maximum value. Okay, so for these questions, the minimum is the smallest values. There is 1. Okay, maximum value is 28. Okay, the largest value is 38. Okay, but because 38 right now is an outlier already. Okay, so we need the second max value. So the maximum value within the fences. Okay, meaning the next value that is smaller than your inner upper fence. Okay, the next largest value that is lesser than your upper inner fence, it will be 22. Okay, because 38 is an outlier already. So later on, when you draw the whisker, you don't draw it until 38. You will only draw until 22. Okay, next we'll construct the box plots ready. So because for any graph or box plots, right, you don't have to draw it on the graph paper. You can just sketch it. Okay, sketch it on the A4 paper or the foolscap paper. Okay, so when you're sketching it, please draw a measurement scale first. Okay, so please use ruler. Okay, right now I don't have the ruler here. Okay, draw a straight lines, indicate the measurements. Okay, so let's say this is 0. Okay, and then smallest is 1, largest is 38 right now. So 5, 10, so make sure it follows a fixed measurement scales. Okay, I mean the gap, okay, between the values, right? Make sure they are all the same. Okay, maybe 1 cm, 1 cm, 1 cm. Make sure they are all the same. The gap between the values. Okay, so let's start with the Q1. Okay, Q1 is 5, right? Okay, so we will draw a vertical line, okay, on top of the values of 5 and then 8.5, 8.5 somewhere around here. Okay, so just estimate it, all right? Okay, Q3 is 14, so somewhere slightly lesser than 15. Okay, draw 3 vertical lines and then connect them to form a rectangle. Okay, so write down the values below the box so that I know that, okay, Q1 is 5, Q2 is 8.5, and Q3 is 14. Okay, and then extend the whisker. Left whisker will extend until the values of 1. Okay, until the minimum. Okay, the right whisker will extend until the maximum within the fences. Okay, in this case, 22. So it's 22 somewhere around here. Okay, how about 38? 38, because it's an outlier, okay, we will represent it by an asterisk. Okay, so this indicates an outlier. Okay, using the asterisk sign, yeah? Asterisk symbols. Okay, so that's it for the box plots. Is there any questions?
What if drawing in Excel?
Oh, no need. Please don't use Excel or use words to draw it because it's very hard to draw using the software. Okay, use your hand, draw it on the paper. It'll be faster and easier. Okay, because all your answers will be written on the paper. So don't waste your time. Go and draw the graph using Excel and then you combine them with your handwritten answer. Okay, don't need. Just draw everything on the paper like what I did here and then scan it using your scanner. So maybe some of your phone have the scanner, the built-in scanner. If your phone does not have the scanner, you can download an app called Cam Scanner. Yeah, you guys can download an app called Cam Scanner. Okay, NNER. Okay, CAM scanner. So this one, this apps allows you to scan any documents and convert to PDF formats. Okay, so like what you did for your quiz 1 and quiz 2. Okay, quiz 1, quiz 2, you also write it on the paper and then you scan it, right? Yeah, that's what you would do for this final. Okay. Right. Any questions before we move on to question 2? Can, huh?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can we use Excel to draw this exhibit?
Can you use Excel? I would not suggest you to use Excel because not everyone know how to use it and then you may draw it wrongly, right? So I would suggest you to use hand draw it on the paper.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, unless you're very good in Excel, okay, you can draw a very nice graph or nice box plot. Okay, then I will not stop you lah. Okay, but if you're not very good and then you're just trying, okay, getting the box plot shape, then please don't. Okay, if you can draw it something like what I do here, then you got the full marks already. Okay. Right. Okay, let's move on to question 2. Okay, question 2, you're given the weight of a random samples of 50 patients. Okay, so you're also given the total X and the total X square. So it saves you sometimes is okay to calculate these two values. Okay, so this is a random sample data. Okay, so questions ask you to find the sample mean, sample variance, and sample standard deviations. Okay, so question B, construct a stem and leaf. Then question C, construct the box plots. And then question D, comment on the distributions, the data distributions. Question E is to construct the frequency distributions table according to this format. Then from the frequency distributions table, find the mean and the standard deviations. Okay, construct a histogram and ogive, and then based on the ogive, answer the following questions. Okay, so this is quite a long questions here. Okay, let's go through one by one. Yeah. Okay, question 2. Okay, find the sample mean. Okay, so sample mean, you got the total X given already, right? 2528. Okay, 2528. And then the sample size for this question is 50. Okay, you have 50 patients, right? So 2528 divided by 50, what do you have? Divided by 50, you got 50.6. So this is the average weight, average weight for the 50 patients. Okay, 50.56 kg. Okay, and then next, what next? Find sample variance. Sample variance is S squared. So you can refer to question 1. Question 1, we have find the mean and variance also. Okay, so substitute the total X squared given 141,332 minus 2528. Okay, and then divided by 50. Okay, if you are familiar with the formulas already, if you don't start with writing the formulas, it is fine. Okay, so because in just now in question one, I've start with the formulas first, and then I substitute into the formulas, right? The substitute values in the formulas. Okay, so if you don't start with the formulas, you straight away substitute the values inside. Okay, this is also fine. Yeah. So what is the sample variance? Let me calculate it. Okay, so the answers that I have here, 275.84. Okay, then find the sample standard deviation. Okay, sample standard deviations, the symbol is S. Okay, so to find the standard deviations, you square root the variance, 275.84. Okay, answer 16.61. Okay, let me know if I substitute any values wrongly or I've calculated any answers wrongly. Yeah?
Teacher, I don't know why we need to minus 1.
Why need to minus 1? Because of the formulas. Okay, you go to the last few pages. Okay, the formulas that we use right now is sample mean for ungrouped data. Yeah, these two formulas. This is standard deviations. Okay, with the square root sign. If you want to find variance, just remove the square root without the square root.
Yeah, thank
okay.
you.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with the formulas, okay, I suggest you to have a formula sheet beside you when you solve the questions so you understand how the formulas works. Okay. But if you're very good already, then you can straight away substitute the values into the formulas. You don't have to write like the first questions. I start with the formulas. Okay, you can start with the substitutions of the values. Okay, I'll move on to question B. Yeah? Construct the stamp and leaf display. This one. Okay. So for this one, okay, when you construct a stamp and leaf, you need to arrange on your answers. Sorry, your arrange data in ascending order. Okay, meaning from smallest to the largest. So I have arranged for you already. Okay, smallest is 11, largest is 79. Okay, I've arranged it nicely for you already. Okay, for these revisions questions. But in the exam, you have to rearrange yourself lah. Okay, like the first questions. Okay, first questions has only 10 data. Okay, but if I give you like, let's say 20 or 30 data, okay, make sure you go and arrange it yourself first. Then, okay, only you construct the stem and leaf. So for stem and leaf display, right? Okay, it's actually a graph, okay, a display that shows you the distributions of your data by dividing the data into two parts, the stem and the leaf part. Okay, so stem will consist of the first digits of the values. Right now, the values are in 2 digits, right? So first digits, you write it in the stem. Second digits, you write it in the leaf. Okay. So the first digit, what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so this is the first digits of the values. So the smallest value is 11. So the leaf there, we have 1 here. So stem is 1, leaf is 1. So this represent 11. And we also, please leave some gap when you write the second digits in the leaf. So you have 11, you have 15. So second digits you write under the leaf. Okay, so for 2, okay, so if you don't understand what I'm writing here, okay, for the first stem, it will include all the values from 10 to 19. So second stem, it will include all the values from 20 to 29. Okay, so for the second digits, right, you will write it under the leaf sections. So based on the sample data, we have 20, so second digit is 0. 23, we have 2 values of 23 here, so second digit is 3. And then we have to write it 2 times because there are 2 values of 23. Okay, so 25, write 5. Okay, so continue these methods. Okay, so just fill in according to the sample data given. I'll do it very fast now. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Just follow the order because I've arranged it for you in ascending order already. Okay, just write down the second digits. Okay, so quite a numbers for the stem of 5. Yeah? Okay, a lot of values are 50 plus. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 values of 58. So okay, very long for the leaf of for the stem 5. Okay, 60, 62. Okay, hold on, give me 1 more minute. Okay, 3, 78 and 79. Okay, so the last value is 79. Yeah. Okay, so once you have written down all the stem and leaf, okay, you will need to have the legends, okay, or the key here. Okay, pick any values in the leaf you want. Okay, so let's say I pick the first value. So 1 stroke 1 means what? What does it mean by 1 stroke 1? Okay, in this case, it represents 11 kg. Okay, you can pick any values you want. Okay, you can pick any values, even if you can have or okay, you want to pick values in between also can, maybe 4 stroke 5. What does it mean by 4 stroke 5? It means 45 kg. Okay, you just have to write once enough. You don't have to write a few. Okay, I'm showing you now only, okay, that you can pick any numbers, okay, any combinations of stem and leaf you want. Okay, now, okay, so this is the stem and leaf. Okay, what is next? Calculate, okay, question C. Calculate the 5-figure summary and construct the box plots. Calculate, yes?
In the question A, when we calculate the sample standard deviation, which we I need to write all the number or just need to round up to number after the comma.
You mean the decimal place? You
I
you
need
mean
to write down
the
all the result. Yeah, write
you
down
mean
all the number on, or just need to write two number after the comma.
oh you mean 84, is it? Two to 2 to 4 decimals is good enough. Yeah. So minimum is true. Right now I'm writing 0.84. Okay. So if you want to have more decimals, you can have up to 4 decimal. Is this your questions?
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you can keep it at minimum 2 decimals. If you want to have more, you can have up to 4 decimals if you want. Okay, so I don't suggest you to write all. Okay, maybe in your calculator there are 10 decimals. No, please don't write all the 10 decimals. Okay, round up to maybe 2, 3, or 4 decimals. That is good enough already. Okay, let's move on to question C. Question C, you need to find a, okay, construct the box plots. So just like the first questions, 5-figure summary, you need to find minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2, and Q3, right? Okay, so the smallest value is 11. The maximum, the largest value is 79. Okay, so find the median, the Q2 first, right? Apply the formulas n plus 1 divided by 2. So your median is located at the 25.5. So you need to find it here. Okay, so based on the stem and leaf, or you look at your data given. Okay, so one row we have 10 values, right? So 10, 20, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 25 values. This is 26 values. Okay, 25 and 26. So your Q2 median is between 52 and 53. Okay, or if you want to find it using this stem and leaf also can, but then you have to count on 25 and 20. How come I don't have, sorry, oh sorry, this is 52 and 53, yeah? So if you count using the stem and leaf, this is 25, this is the 26 value. Okay, so your Q2 is between 52 and 53. So the average between this value will be your Q2. Okay, 52.5. Okay, next, find your Q1. Okay, so let's see how many datas are there before your median. Okay, so from 11 until 52. Okay, total there are 25 values, right? So after the median, 53 to 79, you should also have 25 values. So the middle values of these 25 values, the middle values, the center, it will be your Q1 and Q3. Okay. So you can also apply the same formula, n plus 1 divided by 2. But now your n, okay, your n is 25. Okay, we are only looking at the first 25 and the last 25 values. So 25 plus 1. Okay, but then I think you are using a different formulas when you study. Maybe you learn the one n plus 1 divided by 4. Is this the one that you learn? And then this is for Q1, and then n plus 1 times 3 over 4. Okay, if you're learning using this one, it is also correct lah. Okay, it's also correct. So it depends on which one you want to follow. Okay, if this is the one that you learn in your class, yes, please go ahead and use this one. Sometimes the answers may be slightly different. Okay, maybe just slightly different. Okay, but both should be correct. Okay, so this one, the 13 values. Okay, so we find the 13 values. 13 values will be this one. This is the 13. Okay, for the last 25 values, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is also the 13 values. Okay, so your Q1 is 41. Q3, it will be 63. Okay, if you use the method you learn in your class, you would get around these values. Okay, maybe 41, maybe you get 39, maybe the value is next to it only. Okay, 41 and 63. So Q3 is 63. Okay, so after you find all these, okay, calculate the lower inner fence and upper inner fence. Okay, so the steps, the workings are the same as the first questions. So I will not repeat the formulas anymore. You can refer to question 1. Okay, the formulas, I will straight away substitute the values inside. Okay, Q1 minus 1.5 times with Q3 minus Q1. And then for upper inner fence is Q3 plus 1.5 times with Q3 minus Q1. Okay, so you have 8, 96. Okay, so the lower inner fence is 8, upper inner fence is 96. Okay, so based on these two fences, do you have any outliers? Okay, so look at the smallest and the largest value.
No, we don't.
No, you don't have, right? Yes, correct. So you will say, since all the data lie within the two fences or lie within lower inner fence and upper inner fence, therefore, there is no outliers. Okay, all your values are inside the range, okay, of lower and upper inner fence. There is no value smaller than 8 or greater than 96. Okay, therefore, there is no outliers. Okay, last, you can start to draw the measurement scale and the box plots already, right? So smallest is 11, largest is 79. So when you draw the measurement scale, make sure you have, okay, you can fit in all the values inside. 20, 30. Okay. So start with Q1. Q1 is 41, so somewhere around here. Q2 52.5. Okay, just estimate it lah. Okay, because you're not drawing on a graph paper. So 52.5, let's say it's here. 63, let's say it's here. Okay, so then okay, form a box here already. So left fiscal, you will extend it until 11. This is the smallest value. Okay, then maximum is 79. So here, okay, so let's say this. Okay, Q1 is 41, Q2 is 52.5, Q3 is 63. Okay, so done. This is the box plots. Okay, these are answers for question C. Okay, so any questions? Okay, because there's no outliers, so you don't have to write the asterisk sign like the first questions. Okay, move on to question D. Question D, giving 3 reasons, are the weight positive or negatively skewed? Okay, so give 3 reasons, are the weights, okay, meaning this data, is it positive or negatively skewed? Okay, comment on the skewness. Okay, so before that, okay, you guys need to know how do we comment on the skewness, huh? Okay, you have to, there are a few justifications. Okay, let's go through the justifications first. Use black. Okay, so to comment on the skewness, okay, let's have some quick revisions on how to comment on the skewness. Huh? Okay, is it skew to the left, skew to the right, normal? Okay, we can look at these few points. Okay, first you can look at the measures of central tendency. You can look at mean, median, and mode. Okay, you can also look at the histogram or the stem and leaf display. Okay, third thing, you can look at the box plot. Okay, anything else? I think that's it. Okay, so for the first point, okay, maybe, okay. So the skewness or the data is skewed to the left. Okay. Start with the skew to the left first. Skew to the left, also known as negatively skew. Oh, sorry, there's one more. The fourth point. Based on the skewness value. Later I will show you this skewness value in Excel output. Yeah. Okay, later I will show you how do we run the analysis using the Excel to display the skewness value. Okay, so we start with the first one, skew to the left or negatively skew. Okay, so if you want to say that the data is skewed to the left, okay, based on the first point, so what do we have? Okay, you have your mean smaller than your median, smaller than the mode. Okay, data is skewed to the left when mean is lesser than the median, lesser than the mode. Okay, if we look at the histogram or the stem and leaf, okay, here is longer at the left side. Okay, meaning your data, right? Okay, if you draw the histogram, you will have something like this. Okay, or if you have the stem and leaf, okay, you have all the data here, right? So your shape, it will look something like this. Okay, it's just turning the histogram. Okay, 90 degree. Okay, it has longer tail at the left hand side. Okay. Then if you look at the box plot, okay, box plots we can look at two parts. Okay, the size of the box, okay, if Q2 minus Q1 is greater than Q3 minus Q2. So what does it mean here is this one. Okay, let me draw the box here. Okay, after you draw the box, right? Okay, this is Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay, if the size of the left box, this is actually Q2 minus Q1. Okay, Q2 minus Q1, the size of the left box is greater than the size of the right box. Then you will say that the data is skewed to the left. Okay, or negatively skewed. Okay, a second way to determine the skewness is by looking at the whisker. Okay, so left whisker is longer than right whisker. Okay, so what does it mean here is this. Okay, the line on the left, at the left, is longer than the right side. Okay, so this is the left whisker. This is the right whisker. Okay, the left is longer than the right. Okay, and then the last point, okay, looking at the skewness value in the Excel output. So if the skewness value is positive, sorry, this is skewed to the left, right? Okay, so skewness value in Excel output is a negative value. Okay, so how does the Excel output looks like? You can refer to question 4. Okay, question 4. Yeah. Later I will show you how to run and get this summary outputs. Okay, so this is the skewness value, this one. Okay. There's one row for this skewness value. Okay, if this value is negative, that means your data is skewed to the left. Okay, let me zoom out. Let you have a look. Okay. So we also have, okay, skewness skewed to the right. So basically skewed to the right, it will have the opposite of what we have in skewed to the left, or it is known as positively skewed. Okay. So if we look at part 1, okay, the 3 measures of central tendency, mean will greater than the median, greater than the modes. Okay. So you have longer tail at the right side. So the graph, you have something like this. Okay. Longer at the right side. So if you look at the box plots, so the opposite lah, right? The opposite. So Q2 minus Q1 is smaller than Q3 minus Q2. Okay, and also right whisker is longer. Left whisker. So how would the box plots looks like? Okay, it will look something like this. The right box, okay, is larger than the left side, the left box. And also if you look at the whisker, right whisker definitely longer than the left whisker. It will have something like this. And then the last point, okay, the skewness value in the Excel is positive. It's a positive value. Okay, how about normal? Okay, normal, then everything will be the same. Okay, if normal, then for the first point, mean, median, modes, they are all the same. If you look at the histogram, both left and right tail, they are equal line, same. They are balanced on the left and right. If you look at the box and whisker plots, also equal. Okay, basically everything equal lah. Okay, so just to show you lah. Okay, for normal, left and right. Okay, left and right balance. Okay, all the mean, median, modes, they are the same. And then for box plots also, it should be divided equally, then left and right whisker equal. How about the skewness value? The skewness value the skewness value is 0. Okay, for normal. Okay, mean, median, modes, they are the same. Everything balanced. Okay. Any questions? So, right, back to the question. So what are the 3 reasons? Are the weight positive or negatively skewed? Okay, giving 3 reasons. So when you give the reason, please do not copy whatever that I mentioned here. Don't just copy and paste. Okay, answer according to what you have. Okay, do you have mean, median, mode in your answers or not? If you don't have it, don't comment based on this. Okay, if you don't have histogram like this question 2, you do not have histogram, you do not draw it histogram. So you don't say that, oh, based on histogram, the tail is longer at the left-hand side. But you don't have histogram here. How do you know that the histogram is having longer tail at the left side? Yes, someone has questions for me? If you don't have questions, please mute your mic, yeah? Any questions? This one? No? These students don't have questions? Oh. Okay. So
If the question don't require us to draw the stem and leaf, so we need to comment the third is the output SL, the value output SL.
yes, yes, correct. Okay, so comment based on what you have. Okay, so let's say if you don't have stem and leaf, but the questions ask for 3 reasons. So you give, okay, let's say based on the mean, median, modes, okay, whether you have it or not. Okay, if you don't have it, then you look at the box plots. Box plots, you got 2 reasons really. Okay, either you look at the size of the box or you look at the whisker. Okay, or you can run the analysis using the Excel. Okay, and then you mention what is the skewness value. Okay, so don't waste your time, go and draw the stem and leaf or the histogram if the question does not ask you to do so. Okay, so, okay, let's answer question D. So what do we have here? We have the mean, okay, 50.56. We have the median also, right? Okay, so we have the mean, 50.56. Okay, median is what? Just now Q2, 52.5. Okay, you got mean, medians already. Okay, so can we use the first point, mean, median, mode? Actually, we can, because finding the mode is very easy. Okay, it's not like histogram, you have to draw the measurement scale, XY axis, and then plot the point each one by one. No need, ma. Right? So for these modes, just based on the data given, okay, what is the value with the highest frequency? Okay, highest frequency, it will be 58. Okay, there are 4 values of 58 here with the highest frequency. So you can just mention that mode is 57. Okay, so mean smaller than median, smaller than modes. Therefore, you say, okay, the weight. Okay, the weights are what? Negatively skewed. Negatively skewed because Okay, questions ask for 3 reasons. So the first reason, because mean smaller than median, smaller than modes. Okay, the second reason, okay, you also have the stem and leaf, right? Okay, so for stem and leaf, if you look at the shape, okay, so you actually have a longer tail at the left side, okay, at the smaller values. So you can comment based on the stem and leaf. Okay, so it says tail is longer at the left in stem and leaf display. Okay, third reason, you can comment based on the box plot. So, okay, you look at the size of the box here. So Q2 minus Q1 is greater than Q3 minus Q2. Looking at these 3 values, right? Okay, the difference between Q2 and Q1 is larger than Q3 minus Q2. Okay, meaning this one, 52.5 minus 41. This is greater than 63. Sorry, there's one missing value, so 63. 63 minus 52.5. Okay, so you can also give the fourth reason based on the visco. Left visco is longer than the right visco. So in this case, then you don't have to run the analysis using the Excel, okay? Because you have more than 3 reasons here already. Okay, so any 3 reasons, any 3 reasons. So if you don't want to find the mode, then you give your answers based on 2, 3, and 4. Okay, using the 2, 3, 4. Okay, whatever that you have. So you don't have to find anything extra. Okay, any questions? All right. So we have a few more questions here. Okay, because I'm thinking to take a short break before we continue a bit more. Then we'll take a lunch break already. Okay, because we have yeah, we will take a break for every 1 to 1.5 hours so that you guys won't feel too tired or what. Okay, so let's take a 10-minute break. Is that okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so it's 12:02 here, so meaning Vietnam is 11:02. So we will come back at 11:12 a.m. lah. Okay, follow Vietnam time.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
If in the past situation, can I have your email to get the drive of the report?
You mean the recorded link?
Yeah.
The recorded link, I will share it in this course page already. So you don't have to ask from me through the email. I will share the link inside here.
But I don't have the chat spot to copy the link.
You don't have the chat box? What do you mean by you don't have the chat box? because I will share the link inside here. You don't have to use this discussion room. Yeah, I will add an activity here so that you can just click on the link and then
Added.
it will be a OneDrive share link. Okay, so you can download the recording from there or watch it online. Okay. So, okay, I'll see you guys after 10 minutes. Okay, let's take a break. All right. Okay, think we can continue with the questions. Are you guys ready?
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
It means you will post all the materials in the revision through LMS, right?
Yes, yes, I will post all this recording. Yes, I'll post it in the LMS after the class.
And also the OneNote, please.
The OneNote, this one
Yes,
I
your
will.
note.
This one, yes, yes, yes. If you want, can I will share it also. Mm,
Yes, please.
okay.
Yes, yes. Thanks.
All right. So let's continue. Okay, it's still recording, right? Yeah. So just now we stopped at question D, right? Okay, comment the skewness of the distributions. Okay, now we continue with question E. Okay, so fill in the values in the frequency distributions table. So based on this format, okay, fill in the frequency. So how many values are between 10 and under 20? So this one very easy, just calculate the number of values, okay, between 10 and 20. So you have 11 and 5. So just fill in the frequencies of 2. How many between 20 and under 30? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. 30 and 40. 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah. 40 and under 5? Under 50?
8.
8. Okay, so I have to count. Okay, thanks. 50 and under 60?
15.
15. Wow, okay, they are 15. Okay, how about 60 and 70?
9 and 6.
9 and 6. Okay, thanks. Okay, so when you add up, you should have the total frequency is 50. Yeah, you can double check. Okay, all these values and you add up together, you get 50. Okay, so we have next column, which is the relative frequency. So how do we get the relative frequency? Calculate the relative frequency is by taking frequency of a class divided by the total frequency. Okay, that's how we get the second columns here. So for example, you want to calculate first one, so you take 2 divided by 50. Okay, then 4 divided by 50. So for this one, if you don't show me the working, it is fine. Okay, so you can press in your calculator and then write down the final answer. Okay, so let me do some calculations here. Okay, just fill in. Okay, press your calculator and fill in. So the total relative frequency, you should always add up to 1. Okay, or maybe sometimes you got 0.99 because of the round off. Okay, when you round off the decimal, sometimes you may get 1.01, 1.02. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, as long as the total is around 1. Okay, so cumulative frequency is by adding up the is by adding up the frequency. Okay, you add up the frequency starting from the first class. Okay, so cumulative frequency for the first class, okay, there's only one class, 2. For the second class is 2 plus 4. Always start from the first frequency. Always start from the first frequency. So 2 plus 4, you got 6. Then 2 plus 4 plus 6, you got 12. So you follow this pattern until the last class. Okay, so you have 20, 35, 44, 50. Okay, so cumulative frequency for the last class, it will be your total frequency. In this case, 50. Okay, next, based on this frequency distributions table, so questions asking you to find the mean, sample mean and the sample standard deviations. So for these questions, you will need to use the group data formula. Okay, you're going to use these two formulas. Find the mean and the standard deviations for group data. Because you have grouped your data, you have put your data into class intervals. Okay, so you need to use this formula. So where is the M here? The M stands for the midpoint. The midpoint of the class interval. Okay, so let's see how we solve these questions. This one is a bit long. Or has anyone solved these questions? If you have solved it, maybe you can share it in the chat. Then I don't have to rewrite so many things inside. And anyone who would like to share your answers for this question F? So how you're going to share it is you need to have the Teams apps in your phone, right? Then you have to snap the pictures and then I think you have to attach the file. Because I'm using from, yeah, I think you have to attach the pictures or the files if you're using the phone. Okay. If you have your answers in your laptop, then it will be easier. You just send it the pictures. Okay, if you don't have it, never mind. Then I'll have to share it. This is question F. Question E. Please refer to the question just now. Okay. So to calculate the mean and the standard deviations, you got the tables ready, right? Okay. So let me rewrite it again. Here. Let me. You have to read. You have the frequency. So let me write a simple one here. Okay, just now where is the frequency? Okay, so I just copy the first two columns, good enough already. Okay, then find the midpoint, the M. How to get the midpoint is lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. Okay, so what is lower limit and what is upper limit? Lower limit is the smallest value in a class interval. Okay, upper limit is the largest value in a class interval. So for the first class, where is the smallest value? Smallest value is 10. Okay, largest value is 20. So 10 plus 20 divided by 2. You will have the midpoint already, right? 15. So for the second class, lower limit is, okay, or the smallest value is 20. Largest value is 30. So here, find the average, 25. So follow these, you will have the midpoint for each class interval. Okay, so if you look at the formulas to find the sample mean, you need to find the total MF divided by the total frequency, which is n, or the sample size. So you could add in a new columns, calculate the m times f. So 15 times 2, you got 30. Okay, 25 times 4, you got 100. Okay, this one, 35 times 6. Okay, 360. Okay, I have to calculate one by one here. Okay, the last one, 75 times 6, 450. Okay, so you add it, you sum up this column, this MF column, you will get the total MF already. Okay, you add up this column. So I got 2,560. Okay, so divided by the total frequency, 50. Okay, so I got 51.2. Okay, next, find this also the standard deviations. So refer to the formula what we have. Okay, so this is the formulas to find the sample standard deviations for group data. So we got your total MF already. How about total M square F? So you need to add another columns to calculate M square F. So how to find M square F? So the workings is you have to square the M value first. So 15 square multiplied by the frequency. Okay, so you have to do for every class interval. So again, press your calculator, solve it one by one. So it may take some time. So give me a few minutes for this one. Okay, because I'm also calculating right now. Okay, let me know if you have any problems. So the values for M square F are usually very large because you have to square the midpoint. Okay, so add up this last column, you will get your total m square f. Okay, so 143,650. Okay. Okay, then we can substitute the values into the formulas. Okay, 143,653 minus 2,560 square divided by the sample size of 50. And divide by 50 minus 1. And don't forget the square root sign because you're looking for the standard deviations. Okay, if you're looking for variance, then you don't need the square root. All right, so calculate these, see what values do you get. Okay, I got 16.02. Do you get the same answer? Are you able to get 16.02?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, great. Okay, so let's move on, yeah? If there's no questions. Okay, question G. Okay, this is your chapter 2 questions. Construct the histogram and ogive based on the frequency distributions tables in question E. Okay, this one you need to draw. Okay, you need to sketch the graph, yeah. Okay, don't have to draw on the graph paper if you don't have it because not everyone have the graph paper. Okay, so just sketch it on the foolscap paper or the A4 paper. Okay, let's start out with the histogram. Okay, so for histogram, okay, this is just a normal histogram. So for a normal histogram, your y-axis will be your frequency, right? Okay, your y-axis will be your frequency. X-axis will be your class interval. Okay, not very. Okay, try to draw a straight line here. Okay, very nice. Okay, for your y-axis is a frequency or the f. Okay, so your the highest frequency is 15. So when you draw the measurement scales, okay, it's up to you whether you want to like use maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you want to use 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or you want to use a measurement scales of 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so it depends on you, the gap, the skills of you want to use. So let's say you want to use, is it enough space? If I use 5, 10, 15, 5, maybe 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, maybe like this. Okay, if you want to use a measurement skills of 2, then 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and the last one will be 16. Okay, then for the x-axis will be the class interval or the variables here. This is the width. Okay, so you would start to draw some rectangles here. So each rectangles, the height is represented by the frequency. So for the first class, frequencies of 2. So we will draw a rectangle, okay, with the height of 2. Okay, then we have 4. So 4 around here. Okay. So make sure the size of the rectangles, they are all the same. Huh? Then 6. Okay, 8. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, then 15. Yeah, okay, then 9. Then the last one, 6 again. Okay, so after you draw the rectangles, write down the class interval below the rectangle. Okay, there are actually two ways. Okay, either you either you use the class boundary, or you straight away write down the class interval. Okay, so the easiest, of course, you write down the class interval below it, then you'll be easier. Okay, 10 to 20 and 20 to 30. Okay, done. This is the histogram. Okay, next, ogive. Ogive, for the y-axis, we will use the cumulative frequency. Okay, so it shows, okay, for the y-axis, ogive, okay, a normal ogive, right, is always the cumulative frequency. How about the x-axis? X-axis, you will also write down the variables. Okay, but when you label the point on the x-axis, right, you'll be using the upper boundary. Okay, so even though both x-axis we are writing weights, right? So here this one is using the class intervals. Okay, for histogram, but for ogive later on, all these points, right, we are using the upper boundaries. Okay, upper boundary means, okay, in this case, is the upper limit. Okay, this value. Okay, these are your upper limits. Okay, and also the upper boundary. Okay, the boundary between the current class and the next class. Okay, the average, sorry. Okay, the average between the current class and the next class. Okay, so the upper boundary. So in this case, they are the same. So here, okay, what is the cumulative frequency just now? 2, 6, 12, 20, 45, 45. Okay, let me write it down somewhere around here. 2, 6, 12, 20, 35, 44, and 50. Okay, these are the cumulative frequency for all the classes. Great. So for the first class, what is the upper boundary? The upper boundary is 20. Okay, for the first class, the upper boundary is 20. Yeah? So at a point of 20, So what is the cumulative frequency? Oh, I forgot the measurement scales for the y-axis. So because the largest value is 50 here, so I have to use a measurement scales of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, depends on how large you want to draw lah. Okay, don't draw it too small. Okay, if your paper has space, okay, try to draw it a bit bigger. Okay, 20. 30. Okay, the last class upper boundary is 50, right? Okay, then let me extend the x-axis a bit more. 80. Okay, so for the first class, okay, cumulative is 2. Okay, so 2 is around here. Okay, just estimate only lah, because quite small here. Yeah, not enough space. Okay, 20. 35 between, okay, here, okay, somewhere around here, 44, around here, then 50. Okay, once you have plot all the points, okay, you can connect, okay, you can connect the points with a straight line. Okay, it's fine if you want to connect them with a straight line. So let's use a black color. Okay, start from the origins, connect them with straight lines. Okay, use ruler to connect them, so that everyone will have a similar shapes for your object. Okay, so you guys get it? Okay, so this is answers for question G. Okay, question H. Based on the ogive in G, how many patients have weights less than 55 kg? Okay. So to answer question H. Okay, to answer question H, so you want to find less than 55 kg. So in your ogive, look for the point 55, okay, on the x-axis. Okay, this one, you have to really draw it accurately lah. Okay, because if you are not drawing on the graph paper, then we can only tells you, we can only tells the answers, estimate only. Okay, we can only estimate the answers because we don't follow the exact measurements, right? So if you're drawing on the graph paper, then you can get the accurate answers. So where is the answers for this one? X. This will be the answer for question H. So did anyone draw it on the graph paper? If not, then based on my answers, maybe around 24, 25, maybe around there. Okay, let's say 24. So there are 24 patients with the weight less than 55 kg. Okay. And then I. How about patients with weight more than 65 kg? So this one you have to draw, look for the point 65 and then find the corresponding values on the y-axis. Okay. So maybe around 37, 38. Okay, because this one I'm not using rulers. Okay. So if you're using rulers, then of course yours it will be more accurate. Okay, so let's say this is Y. So okay. So the difference between H and I, okay, H is finding weight less than 55 kg. Then we can straight away say you have 24 patients less than 55 kg. But this one question is asking more than 65. Okay, so the Y value that we found, let's say our Y values is 37. Okay, so this 37 here, that means 37 patients with weight less than 65 kg. Okay, based on the ogive, the values that we find, right, is always less than the x value. Okay, less than the values on your x-axis. Okay, so it's always less than the values on your x-axis. So if you want to find more than, okay, you have to take the total frequency minus the y value. So you have 13 patients with the weight more than 65 kg. So the answer should be 13. Okay, so that's it for the question 2. Anything you want to ask? A lot of students never attend.
No
Okay,
questions.
no questions, huh? All right.
I think
You think what? No, nothing. Okay, I thought you said you think. Okay, all right. Move on to question 3. Okay, question 3 here. Yeah, we will discuss a bit on question 3, then we'll take a lunch break. Okay, question 3, you're given the weekly food expenditures of a random sample of 30 students. Okay, you're given a sample data. Again, I have arranged the data in ascending order. Okay, so that later on when we want to find the 3 quarters, Q1, Q2, Q3, it'll be easier. Okay. Like question B, okay, again, find the box plots. Okay, it'll be easy. Okay, so let's look at question 3A. Find the 3 measures of central tendency and interprets their meaning. So you need to find Q1, Q2, and Q3. No, sorry, no, Q2. Mean, median, and modes. Okay, 3 measures of central tendency. Yeah, is mean, median, and modes. Okay, let's. My answer is getting bigger and bigger compared to the first questions. Okay, let's minimize it. Okay. Question 3. A. So find the mean. You have to add up all the 30 values and then divide by 30. Okay, the question doesn't give you the total x, so you have to add up yourself. Okay, what I will do, maybe I will see if I can use the Excel. Okay, I'll open the, I'll print the Excel so that okay. So the total 1,473. Okay, based on Excel 1473. Okay, so the total X is 1473. So take this total, divide by 30. Okay, so you should have 49.1. Okay, so you don't have to use Excel like me. You can just but you have to use a calculator then. Okay, press slowly. Make sure you don't press any values wrongly into the calculator. Okay, median. Okay, median will be the center, right? So n plus 1 divided by 2. So it's the 15.5. So you have to go back to your data. Okay. So one row we have 6 values, right? So this is 12, 13, 14. Okay, this is 15. This is 16 values. This is the 15, this is the 16. So 15.5 lies between these two. Okay, average. So 44 plus 44, so 44, correct. 45 plus 50, sorry. Okay, 45 plus 50. Divide by 2. So you got 47.5. Okay, your median is 47.5. How about mode? Which value has the highest frequency? Hey, sorry, my mistakes. The data, the data, right, is not arranged from left to right. I noticed the data is from top to bottom. Okay. Just now, the previous question is from left to right. Right now, it's from top to bottom. It's arranged from top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One column we have 5 values. So this is the 15. This is the 16. Okay. So I thought it's left to right, left to right. No, it's actually top to bottom. Okay, 15 is 47, then 16 is also 47. So the average is 47. Okay, 47. Okay, how about the mode? Which value has the highest frequency? Which one? 47? 47. Is that correct? I see here 47. Okay. So next is the interpretations. Okay, how do you interpret these 3 values, mean, median, mode? Okay, let's start with the mean. Okay, mean is equals to what? 49.1. So if you want to include the measurement units, that means $49.1. Okay, so which means, okay, to interpret this, because this is the average, this is the mean, right? Average. So that means if the weekly food expenditures of the 30 students is the same. Each student's spend $49.1. Okay, if everyone is spending the same amount on the food, okay, then each students will spend $49.1. Okay, that's the meaning of the mean that you calculate 49.1. So if let's say if I say the mean marks for the final for QBN 101 is 65, let's say. What does it mean by this 65? That means if everyone score the same marks for your final, then each students score 65 marks. Okay, if I say the mean is 65. Okay, so that means on average, everyone is getting the same marks. But in this case, we are talking about the weekly food expenditures. So we are talking about the amount of money they spend per week. So if everyone spend the same amount, then each students will spend 49.1. Okay, how about median? Median is located in the middle. Okay, it's the center of the data. So 50% of the students, okay, of the 30 students, 50% of the students spent less than the median, $47 per week. Okay, and then 50% of the students spend more than the median per week. Okay, so 50% less than the median, 50% more than the median. Okay, how about the mode? Mode is the values with the highest frequency. That means most of the students, okay, spend this amount of money. Right, 47 also. So you can say most of the students spend $47 per week, okay, on the food. Okay, or you can say the weekly food expenditures for most of the students is $47. Okay, so this is the interpretations. Is there any questions? Okay, so because part B is a quite a long question, so I think we will continue it after the lunch. Okay, so if you have finished your lunch earlier, okay, you can try the remaining questions in question 3 first, then later we'll discuss about it. Okay, anything you wanted to ask before we stop here? And then we go for the lunch break.
I have
No.
questions.
No questions. Okay, so let's take a